What's up, guys? This is Heis, and oh god, it's immediately segueing to Smells Like Kenosha. Love that. Yes, anyways, welcome to Mon-Tue-Zuma Tuesday. We're going to continue working on Valve Gear things. I've been staring at some books, I watched some videos that 80 Former sent me, and sometimes live Steam people have interesting ways of explaining things, but that's alright. We're going to try and get the Valve Gear actually set today. God help us. So I've been reading some things, and we'll get that figured out. But it looks like we got a couple friends here in Discord, so we'll jump in. Say hello, friends.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
A Boos and a Green Ninja. Hey, guys.
Hi.
We're working on a doot today, and we're going to try and time the Valve Gear. God help us.
Doot, you say?
A doot, yes. A cute little doot. Anyway.
Cute little dude,
Cute
but I
little
can see the
dude.
future, and I know what you're gonna say. Fuck the Valve Gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, got a couple top chats rolling in nice and early. Virtual Row Fan Productions doing some switching with Monty and Railroads Online while watching a Monty stream talk about double dipping. Oh, that's awesome. It's funny. She's not the best little engine for switching with, but you know, if that's the engine you got, that's the engine you got. Your local historian, conductor for 13 months. You loved supporting the channel for so long. First stream you've been able to catch in a while. Always enjoy seeing them. Good to see you, man. And then Celestial Caboose. Dumb question. Where were the "they were green" joke come from? From an angry old man on the internet who doesn't believe that any of the narrow gauge engines were ever green. Who has been very vocal about it. He's a very nice man in person. He's a little bit loud on the internet. So it started many a rage bait kind of thing, and so that's a little bit where that comes from. Anyway, the Caboose guy, fireman for 22 months. Hey, dude. Oh, hi, Mark. Yes. Redbeard Dandy, Mon-Tue-Zuma and Heis on one screen and Fusion 360 on the other. Gonna be a good evening. Oh goodness, you're also in CAD. Okay, so taking a look at this, we've got the valve rods vaguely made. We don't know if they're the right length, which is part of what we need to figure out here. I also looked at 20's packing gland, and this is different than 20's, but we'll think about that some more. But anyway, took some reference pictures. The big thing is to get the valve rod right. We need to have the valve set right when the cranks are at center, mid stroke on this. So we put our gear so that everything is at 12 o'clock on this side, and then we center the valve, and then we know how long the valve rod actually needs to be to mate up with the rockers here. So, because everything needs to be vertical basically at that specific point. Although our gear is our gear in mid gear? Yeah, with the gear in mid gear, which we don't have that control necessarily. Well, we kind of do. Why is it playing Smells Like Kenosha twice in a row? Spotify
just be like that sometimes.
smells like Kenosha. Anyway, it's fine. Okay. So it just knows that I'm gonna need a beer after attempting to time fucking valve gear, because yeah, I've never done this, so I'm reading instructions and trying to figure it out. I watched the videos 84mer sent me, and they were a little long-winded and a little not helpful, because it was like, oh yeah, just kind of get the eccentric vaguely over there, and it's like, no. Anyway, and I see the Europeans are happy that the stream is being friendly to them. Of course, I try and make it work out for folks sometimes, but doesn't always work. Tara the Foxicorn, good afternoon, Heist. You're happy to finally catch a stream at the beginning. You're getting ready to do another work day on the Challenger at the museum. Awesome. Have fun with that. Virtual Rough Hand Productions. But what about second Kenosha? Yes, we've had one, yes. But anyway.
I'll have one Kenosha.
Oh boy.
More
James
Kenosha.
Patterson. Fireman for 29 months. God, you're almost 2.5 years as a member, Jimmy. Good to see you. Spotify was there to put you in a spot of bother playing it twice, but what about thrice? I guess we'll see. Goodness. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to use some mating technology here to make sure that everything is all set up. So we want to make sure that those guys are parallel, and that'll put our crank pin perfectly vertical. And then I need to do that with the gear itself as well, but that might be more challenging because it's all, I need a center line on that guy. So we're going to open that part. And we want to sketch on this guy. Oh, I guess the bottom half of it. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. We're making a center line anyways.
This looks like Dane.
Okay, and then we want to make sure that that sketch is visible.
You see, this is a lot harder than when I do it, because I have diagrams to help me.
Right, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing it raw. We're doing it live. All right, so that guy, and then sure, we'll grab the spoke of the driver here. We'll mate them. Oh, and SolidWorks. It's like, I don't know what to do. Parallel. There we go. Perfect. All right, so that's put our gear, our rocker at mid gear. That's there. So with that set the way that it is, no matter what, the valve needs to be midway through its travel. Jordan Freeman, what about office hours? I was thinking about that and realizing that I have to get the damn Century of Steam, my friend Mark, sorry, not me. The Dr. Jekyll needs to get the the Century of Steam devlog done, but I also want to do 2 more streams this month, so I think we'll probably end up doing office hours tomorrow, I guess. At some point, I got to figure out when to do that, and then Thursday is going to be the Hallow stream, which will be fun Thursday night. So yeah, so Nazu, hey look, we only got 2. There we go. Engineer for 27 months. Thank you, my friend. It's golden, it's orange, it's beautiful. Remember, kids, if your PSU makes a toxic smell that makes you sick, get a new PSU ASAP. Anyway, it's good to see Monty back again. Miss these streams. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, my friend. And yeah, don't let the magic genie out of your your power supply. Alex tells, I know it's off topic for the stream, but what is the calm guitar piece that you use in the quieter segments of the Railroader videos? I assume you are referring to a piece called The Lonely Fire, which I can pull up because it's very long. So it's the longest song that I've recorded for video game type stuff. So it ends up in the Railroader videos because it eats up a good 8 minutes. Someday, I know that Wings and then Goose both want to add some bits to this. I assume you mean this piece. With me sniffing at the beginning. Sniff cough. That guy. That one. We'll let that play.
That one.
Anyway. Yeah, not released yet because... Anyway. Alligamer, how are you feeling after last night? Pretty toast? Fine, actually. Was not so bad. Jackson Wages, why did the bike fall? It was too tired. Yes. Brett Weebled, Hallow stream, not a live scream. Both good. Both good. We'll have to think about that. Railman1225 got work today, so you can't stick around. Good luck. Thank you. Virtual Rofan, hi, says Mark. It appears the mask is slipping. It's fine. Virgo Drewski, fireman, 10 months. Definitely didn't just buy 2 Atlas and Silverline diesels, not knowing until after you got them that Atlas doesn't do DCC for Silverline anymore. Pissed off cockatiel noises. For real. Greninja, Brakeman, 25 months. DNRG #1, return to Steam. Covers DNRG's return to Steam. Anyway, yeah. Conk Tech, Heiscription, key 1 in the books. Yes, thank you. 3 months. And happy to be a part of this fine community. Thought you'd ask here, but uncensored Brain Rot Railroad episode possibly. I don't know if I could re-release that uncensored.
Oh God. No,
because 1, I don't think I can, but 2, I recently ran out of space in my recording drive, so I deleted all of the raw footage. So the you could have the files are gone, I think. So
besides that, you still could.
Alex Halls, yes, this is one. Also, good evening. Good evening. Jackson Wages, money is spent making Heist read bad jokes. Pretty much. Okay, now that we've gotten through those, thank you, wonderful folks. Always love to see everyone here. We need to get all this crap figured out here. So I want to. Oh God, there's too many parts in this Fargan thing. We need to use more folders. Guitar pretty. Where in the saddle are we? Yeah. Smokebox, saddle. I want to take the lid and make it go away. The lid. Valve chest lid. That's what he called it. Okay. Hide. Pow. Oh, God damn it. The cosmetic cover is still on it. The valve lid. Yes. Chest lid. There we go. Just make that go away so we can actually see into what we're looking at here. That actually looks like it's already where we need it, which is exciting. Ty Daily, greetings and yes, chef to you. God damn it. Hope your day is going well. Yours has been eventful. You've picked up some form of cold a week before you fly out to Japan, and the glass panel in your PC case decided to explode on you. Fun times. That is not fun, my friend. Brett, how many part files is she? Like 900 something? It's a little much. Anyway, so we want to get Valve centered in the thingy here. So we'll do a quick evaluation, make sure that it is. So we've got the distance is 1.432. Sure, why not? And then what do we got here? 1.225. It looks centered, but it is not. That's great. Okay. As we reset the days since last case explosion counter. Single tier. It's alright, you could be me and just not have the doors on your case because your cable management is that bad. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyway.
It is what we call it'll buff.
9, so it's 9 inches, and our valve is... Stop selecting shit. Our valve is... 6 and what? 6.3125. That is some amount of... Is that 5/16? Yes, that is 6 and 5/16. Okay. So 9 minus 6 and 5/16, which is 3.125. Is 2.6875 over 2 is 1.34375. That's the spacing it needs to be. Vomit. Mateo Quo, glad to catch the stream. Life is hard sometimes. It's true. Glad you're here. Arzar Kai, Fireman, 9 months. Don't know if anyone has asked this yet, but what got you into playing guitar? My dad bought a guitar, and then I played it a lot more than he did and fell in love with it right away. I was playing drums first, but yeah. T12 Productions, breaking in 18 months. I think you found the Espanola Chili Line roadbed. Oh yeah, you should be able to see the Chili Line roadbed. There's nothing else out there, so.
Yeah. Just gotta remember to play the boxcar drinking game if you're a passenger.
Oh, God help you. You will die. We're getting to the part where the second guitar comes in and I'm like, I really want to play a bitchin' guitar solo right now. But we're working on a choo-choo. Anyway. So we need to now mate this guy, and this guy. Why did it just ghost the whole fucking train?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, it can't. Oh, it's already in an assembly. So it can't mate to its own friend. Fine. Then we will go place it in the saddle smoke box assembly. Sub-assemblies, yay! Confetti, pretty much. Okay, make that go away. Make that go away. Former hi is referencing the video you did with that Steam guy. Gotta ask a question under this because apparently 300 characters is $300. Really, YouTube. That sounds about right. But yes. He didn't quite understand the feed water system, so it's water from the tender through the injector where water is combined with steam to the feed water heater where water is combined with steam again. But this... I'll let you continue asking the question. Shawnee Mission, upgraded membership to Fireman. Thank you. T12 Productions, portion you found is by Main Street and hidden amongst the cottonwood trees by the Rio Grande River. Cool. Anyways, yeah, that's the guitar piece. Back to the regularly scheduled high-sisms. Is combined with steam again, but this time it's exhaust steam, or do you have it wrong? No, that's about right. So let's MS Paint this, because you tossed dollars at me, and I still feel bad for not having given you your model review that you gave me $50 for like a month and a half ago. So you have a tender, woo, ka-choo, and it's got a hose, and it goes to what looks like a dynamo. Okay, so blah blah blah. Okay, and we're just gonna draw a barbell. That's great. So steam runs into this guy. We'll use this blue for steam, or no, we'll use a lighter blue for steam. Why not? So steam go in here and it do a spin, and then it exhaust, and that creates a spinning motion. And this is the cold water pump. Okay, and so for water we'll use this color. So you got water in here. Water does not mix with the steam here, but water does get forcibly pumped by the other side because there's another impeller on this end, right? So the water comes in, it goes through, it goes spinny, and then it goes up a pipe. And so this pipe then goes up to blah, 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 locomotive. Smoke box up here, bathtubby looking thing here, stack. It looks like a headlight. That's great. Whatever. Headlight. Woo. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I guess we'll have to draw the rest of this. So we have our engine. It's great. Don't you fail on me, Google Chrome. Okay, goodness. Here we go. For a second, the stream page on YouTube died. Anyway, I will get to you guys in just a second now that that's reloaded. But anyway, so you have the exhaust of the piston, which I will use as purple because reasons. The exhaust from the piston, some of it goes into the blast nozzle right here, but there's also a T, and it sends it up to the bathtub. So your exhaust steam, well, live steam, blah, 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 go through, run through the engine, yeehaw, do a thing. And then exhaust steam go, and it go out stack, and it also split off and go up through here into, via the little check valves that were talked about, into the bathtub, where then the water that we brought from the tender goes up through to there, they both mix, And now we have hot water. And then that then runs back to a second pump, blah, 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 on the side somewhere, the hot water pump, which then puts it in through a check valve into the boiler. So you have cold water, you use steam, live steam, to pump that cold water up to the bathtub. The bathtub is where your exhaust steam, which is under pressure because there's a restriction at the blast nozzle, so as the steam is exhausting, this pipe is full of pressure. And when Jason was talking about mixing with the steam at that pressure, because it's still pressurized, it's a specific temperature, blah, 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 blah. That specific temperature mixes with this guy, brings the water up to that temp. That is then our hot water that we then pump, matching the thing. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of a complicated thing, and I didn't understand it until Jason explained it to me on camera. So, anyway. Alligamer, SolidWorks, the scariest thing for Halloween, pretty much. Nazu, gifting a membership. Thank you, my friend. Glenn Holland, hooray for Monty content. Meant to check in a few days ago. Hope you're doing well. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Glad you're here. And Eric Brinker, thank you for gifting a membership as well. All right. Now let's see about centering up this valve, shall we? So we want to get this guy and this guy. But we want a distance. And we want it to be 1.34375. Pow. That'll put that guy there. And then we'll do that on the other side while we're here, because we need to do both sides. Oh. This valve is see-through at the moment. So we need the actual D valve. Where are you in this list? D valve, there we go. We don't want it to be transparent at the moment. And again, we'll mate him, and we'll do a distance, and it'll be 1.34375. Kapow. Great. Okay, so now the secret, in order to have the valves move, once we're there, is once we get this actually set and timed, we will then delete those mates and allow for movement, but that's perfectly centered the valve. So now we know, with the fact that everything is where we need it, at least on the engineer side. So our rods are at 12 o'clock, perfectly up. Our rockers are at 12 o'clock, perfectly up. And our valve is now perfectly centered. So now we need to fix the valve rod itself, the yoke, so that it actually lines up with the rocker. And I was thinking about it. Brett and I are probably going to have to chat about this at some point. I'm starting to understand why they didn't do this at the beginning. Because the frame is so narrow and the Stevenson is so far inboard, the shaft that connects the rocker to now this guy is hella long. Like, it's ridiculous. So you're going to have all kinds... It's going to have to be very stiff. We're going to have to make a big, long, very stiff thing and ram it in those holes. And that way, it'll work. Yes. Anyway.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
Yes. We knew this about you. Anyway. We're not doing phrasing anymore. If we take a look at Curtis's model of the 260, you'll see the way it was supposed to be, but yes. Ka-chow. So originally they had this crazy thick boy that rode on the frame rail itself that would then be a square block that would wear, and I understand why the railroad got rid of it, but it is a lot stiffer because big and square, and it was allowed for the transition over to where the valve rod actually is. So, yeah. But, so I don't know. And I was thinking about this. I was chatting with Dylan Hudson. 1 second. I've got pictures. Because I've got a magazine given to me by the world-famous Jeff Taylor. I was chatting with Dylan Hudson, who has got an exquisite model of the Dude in FN3. He was featured in this article because his choo-choo is gorgeous. 1:20.3 model of our little favorite Zoomy lad, and that's where some of these pictures came from that are in our Mon-Tue-Zuma chat in the Discord. But I mean, it's just a beautiful dude. But I was chatting with him, and he was kind of disappointed that we didn't want to do the original and we wanted to go with the later thing. And I was like, well, shoot, you know, if we're gonna make it burn oil, the biggest problem with this setup is that it was gonna get clogged full of cinders and scrape itself to death. But now it's not going to be. So, shrug. We'll probably design for both and then see how it ends up. So. Brett says he doesn't honestly hate the way she was built. Well, there you go. Obviously, we've seen it on the Hillcrest engines, and they do okay. And with, you know, you make the right hardness and you make the right components be, you know, the wear surface so that you replace, you know, put a liner in this on the top and bottom, etc., so that it, you know, you could re-pour Babbitt or whatever. I bet it would be fine. So we'll probably design for that too, and then kind of see which one we want to do. But anyway, we have the current valve rod most of the way there, and so we just need to simply make it match the rockers. So we'll have to do some measuring here. But I see some more folks in the top chats here. So goodness, yes. Blues Crew, fireman for 24 months. You made it to 2 years. You made it. Also hearing many numbers is gonna scare high on the CPM. Yes, sorry for the math and the numbers, but that's definitely gonna be today's stream. Official DNRGW, SolidWorks chips away my mental well-being. Yes, it does. 84mer, alright, thanks, I get it now, that seems unnecessarily complex. Bit of a continuation under this because money. Roger, but I mean complexity, that is what gave you the efficiency. If you heard Jason's efficiency figure, yeah, big deal. You hear you saying, remember last time I had to step out, but heard you're leaving, said thanks on Discord. I don't know if I saw it there. I did. Thank you, my friend. Nick Hovey. Shaft. Child. It's fine. Happy belated birthday, by the way. None of that I can say it over video. Undead Hooligan didn't know this message worked until now. Yes, that's how it works. Glad you figured it out. Railroader Davis, engineer for 24 months. Thank you for everything you've done here with YouTube, and you've been a great inspiration. Now you're 2 weeks into your conductor training for CSX. Here's to many more years of membership, and hopefully many more cheers, lad. Thank you, my friend. And stay safe out there. That's exciting. Going to do the thing. Baldwin Locomotive Works. See? I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Yeah. Sure. AJ Rep 1994. Phrasing, Mr. Huber, getting closer and closer to be a real choo-choo. Yes, eventually. One of these days. Thank you. Undead Hooligan. Anyway, happy to contribute where you can, even if it's not much. Oh shoot, I dropped your $20. Why, thank you. I could return it if you'd like. I picked it up. So, Zoe McElroy, engineered 27 months. First stream you've caught in months. What would the tonal difference be running a whistle on air? You have a weird urge to put one on your truck. You don't really get much quill out of it. And it's a lower pitch, and there's a little bit different timbre because it doesn't hiss the same way steam does. But on average, if you're running a whistle at a normal steam pressure versus normal air pressure, it's vaguely 17-ish% lower pitched on air than it is on steam. So, yeah. They sound okay. They don't sound great, but they sound okay. Steam is obviously better, but that's a little bit more hard to put on a truck. Mike Squires, what style of oil burner are you going with, or is there one you lean towards over another? I have a Von Boden burner downstairs in my house right now that is about the right size for this little dude, courtesy of the cog, then the museum shrug, and now it's mine. So I've been joking that we have the first part of the Mon-Tue-Zuma. Will we use it? I don't know. We'll see. But I have it downstairs. It's actually the counterweight for my my studio light. It's super heavy. Anyway, Rutger Lamberson, Zuma stream, hooray. Thank you, as always, for the great content, Heist, and crew. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Okay, so we need to schmoove over the valve rod here. So we need to change its length. It needs to go over and up, which is kind of annoying. I almost want to just change the rockers for the height part. That'll affect the valve travel, though. I guess I'll adjust the valve rod for now, because I assume the travel is correct from Curtis. So we'll just adjust the rod and go from there. Anyway, Fishers, Trains, and Automobiles. Hey, Heist, have I heard of Rails of DG County? And will you play it? It's a train game on Roblox. You and your friends play it and have fun. Cheers. Thank you. I have heard of it. I've not played it. I haven't played Roblox anything since Steam and Steel, which is pretty fun, but, you know, Roblox does have its limitations. But, yeah, I don't get too much time to play video games other than for content. So I don't tend to play a whole ton of other stuff, and when I do, it's usually very much a shoot 'em up first-person shooter kind of vibe, Team Fortress 2 or the like. So, okay, so in height-wise, it needs to go up an inch, which is great, and then where's the? Oh, I guess it's DZ, and it needs to be 1 point. Here we go. It needs, I'm going to write this number down, 1.044974. That's a millionth of an inch. That'll get us close enough, even if if that number continues. It needs to get that much shorter, so it needs to go up an inch, and it needs to do that. So we're going to edit this part. Okay, our valve rod. So, oh, I guess the... Yeah, we're gonna have to just edit that whole profile here, which that kind of blows. Which end of this is which, actually? That's the clevis end. Okay. So we have to move this. This must become shorter by 1.04444974. Pow. Adam Collins, welcome to the Brakeman. Thank you. Okay, and then now it needs to go up an inch. How the fuck do we make it go up an inch? What kind of horizontal? That's great. Tangent, distance. Constant tangent. Because it needs to. It needs to go uphill, which is bizarre. Yeah, that's weird. We'll have to see. Okay. There's gonna be some relation that puts these on the same line. Because if I just change this to be a 1/2 inch, it shrinks the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, this is our target guy. Yes, 80former, I understand. Make the hill shorter, but that's not how it's drawn. The relations it already has have been interesting. Yes, I know that I need to make the hill shorter, but the way that I drew it the first time makes that very challenging to just do. But yes, thank you. We'll just do that. We'll do that. All right, and then we'll make those tangent. And then we will just trim those two guys. Oh god, that'll break everything. And we'll just rebuild it and pray. Cut extrude 1 failed to rebuild. Okay, well we will fix that. Wait, did it spin around? You pile of shit. Let's just undo until we get there. Oh, did it rebuild the ends on the wrong end? Is it Control-Shift-Z? Oh, fuck's sake. That is the clevis end when I edit this sketch. Okay, SolidWorks, you're stupid. Cockatoo noises.
You act like you're surprised.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't be. I really shouldn't. Okay. least we know how to do that. Tangent. This needs to get shorter by, again, 1.04449. Of course it's 4449. God damn it. 74. That's funny. Okay, that's great. And then we trim those two guys, and then we just rebuild it. We'll stop and repair the thing. Oh, it didn't mill any of that shit. That's why it looks weird. Okay. I don't even know what that cut extrude is trying to do. Oh, I guess this is... This must be the slot for the guy. Yeah, that dimension didn't make a lick of sense. There we go. And then if we spin that, ka-chow. Rebuild it, continue, blah, blah, blah. There we go. That fixed the clevis. But once again, it fucking SolidWorks. We checked. I edited the end of the clevis and then it rebuilds it backwards.
My honest reaction.
Fuck's sake, fucking garbage program. Right? Like, undo it all. This is the clevis end. You stupid excuse for a fucking piece of shit garbage pile.
If you say so.
I hate this program. Okay, so what if we edit it backwards to make SolidWorks confused? We'll scare it. Beat it into submission. Fucking garbage program. Okay, and we'll subtract the 1.0444974. And then we'll trim these two. You know what's really fucking funny? Now it doesn't rebuild it backwards!
Oh my god.
Fucking trash garbage. Trash garbage. Stupid software. God damn it all to hell. Okay, so we will adjust it in a different way. We will make this an inch the other direction. Cock all the twos. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I know there's top chats. We'll get to them in a minute. After I finish burning down my computer. Okay, delete that, delete that. Oh, hang on. Before we delete those, I need to make those tangent. And I should probably also make sure that there is an overall dimension there. Yes, whatever that is. Okay. SolidWorks, you're stupid. Yes, just ignore the error. I know what the problem is. We will fix. God, that looks stupid. we will see. Anyway, before we fix this, let's see what the top chats are here. Baron Van Dragon, SolidWorks said no, apparently. Jackson Wages, I heard SolidWorks talking shit about your mom. She's in the chat right now. Don't you be talking shit, SolidWorks. 80 former.
No.
80 former. Oh, really important question to take your mind off that for a moment. What will the Zuma's road number be? 1. He was number 1.
Number 1.
Anyway. Ben Stein, Breakman 8 months. You did it wrong! Solid piece of works, probably. Yeah, probably. Age Rep 1994. SolidWorks, why you know work. Angry burp noises. Pretty much. So. Okay, that fillet's not working because this guy is in the wrong place because it's... Look, it's off by an inch. No, it's not. What error are we still having? Oh, the fillet doesn't know where it belongs. The edge is missing! Life's hard, SolidWorks. Pow. There we go. Alright. Now that that fustercluck is over... Brett, yeah. An advantage of the Baldwin as built design. No stupid hoopty valve rod for SolidWorks to be mad about. True. Yes. Blend Pine Nexus. Duh, burb. Yes. Nick Best Vader. Hey guys, ended up behind a former BNSF loco on a Canadian tourist railroad. Well, that's fun. Neat. Which engine was it? Redbeard Dandy, I'm glad you're not trying to make it a parametric model. That would be a nightmare, currently one you're living. Ugh, God help you. Okay, so now when we come in here, those holes best be aligned. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at the size of it. Anyway, okay, so what do we have for that? We have 1 inch and 1/8, and we have hopefully 1 inch and 1/8. 1 inch and 1/8. Look at that. So I need to make a giant 1 inch and 1/8 pin. Spuds trains conductor for 12 months. If I have the driver centered because of the angle of the main rod, the piston will not be centered. No? Yes? Is that right? The main rod does get shorter, of course. Yeah, technically, X distance-wise. But this is the center of rotation. Is it? I can't math right now. There's too much other math going on in my head. You might be right. Shrug? Yeah, too much other math in my head at the moment. But the angle's the same at 6 o'clock. Piston is centered. Yeah, right. Like it's centered, so it's centered. It doesn't matter that the main rod angle has changed. Like it's, yeah. Shrug. Anyway. Yes, it doesn't mean that it like linearly goes there because that distance is changing with the sinusoid, but like it's in the center of its motion. The crosshead is centered because this pin is centered. So yes, the travel is not going to be even, but that is for all intents and purposes centered, right? I think. Shrug. I'm now staring and realizing that I did all this work and I don't actually have the gear centered. Cool. Cool. I thought that was straight up, but it's not. And we'll have to sketch on this here. Nick Best Vader, BNSF 1685. Interesting, so an SD. Assuming that that's the correct number, that it was, like if it was donated recently enough. That would make it an SD40-2. We had a lot of its sisters that came out of my shop, including the one full of poop, 1676. Okay. And now we pray, center the gear, and pray. Assembly. We want to mate it. We want to go... We want to mate it, not insert components. We want that guy and that guy to be parallel. Not coincident, you fucking idiot. Parallel. Does that change anything? No, it shouldn't change the rockers because the valve gear can just change to move that. That's right. And I've already mated the rocker, so yeah. You could see it kicked the other one off to the side, but that's no big deal because we're not working on that side at the moment. Okay, thank God. Anyway. A small bit of research says GP9. Interesting. Yeah, that must be based on the old numbers. So, 1685. Oh, cool. Yeah, historically a GP9. So that was before the renumbering, because the renumbering would have made 1685 be a SD40-2. That's cool. It's neat to see. It's neat to see a higher unit in BNSF paint. Actually, it's kind of funny. Cool. Well, hopefully it was a fun ride. Alex. Oh God. Raffio. Sorry. Hi, Birdman. Mega thanks for making the Couplers 101 video. You're currently writing a college paper about the turn of century rail safety, and you're citing the video for Lincoln Pin and the Janie Sharon bit. Well, how cool! That's awesome. I'm glad I'm put in academics. Woo! That's fun. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, and thank you for the $10. Appreciate you. Coaster fan 5363 Brakeman 5 months. Rods be like, Mark, that kills Choo Choo. Mark, Charlie. Matt the Cracked, what's the better meme road? The Milwaukee Road, or hang on, I've got this, or the Grand Trunk. That needs to be more wet. That's not wet enough. More wet. Oh yeah, there it is. Grand Trunk. Yes, that. I know we had a Grand Trunk. Anyway. Yes, Brett, I did autopilot Bill Gould that Mac! Hey, Mac! Anyway. Yes. Grand Trunk, I don't know. Grand Trunk is... the memes are strong with the Grand Trunk. The Milwaukee Road is just the Milwaukee Road. So, shrug. So this would be a big-ass pin. And I think, let's look. I saw this, I actually pulled this up on the other dude. And then I was interested in finding out that the big-ass pin that they put on their hoopty-stupid valve rod is actually held in with a wedge, which is funny. So it's like its own little split brass situation. But hang on, that's goofy. What is it? I need more pixels! No. Where other picture of a dude? Yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking at, Brett. Which, can it do that? Is our valve in the right spot? Because I don't think it can do that. It can't do that the way we have it set up. Yes, per Fletcher. Oh, God. I don't think our valve's in the right spot, Brett. Don't be sitting on the steam chest, you lazy bums. I need to look at mechanical details. I mean, the valve is super far in, so... I swear to God, if I can see it on the rec photo, that'd be funny. Cause yeah, if their rocker runs through the frame all the way first, and then it goes up to meet that, this rod has to be inboard of the main rod. Which means it's got to shoot the cutest little gap between the tires and then the main. Which means that the center line of the valve would need to be over here. Unless this rod does a foot like this and also navigates out to the edge. Fuck's sake. I was sitting over here like, maybe we're gonna time the valve gear, and now I'm sitting over here like, maybe we're gonna undo the valve rod that we did and go with the Baldwin design. Because, yeah, that makes it look like the rocker comes all the way out. And it sure as fuck looks like it's inboard of the main. Because it's almost co-located with the oiler. Fuck. Yeah. Shit on a sandwich. Check the builder's photo. That's right. Well, we do have the builder's photo from the front. I guess that would tell us the positioning. I'm just trying to look for pictures of the hoopty, but yeah, I guess that would show us some stuff. So it basically butts up against the frame rail. Oh. That is extremely annoying. Yeah, you can see the fenders over the driver tires are almost centered in the valve. Yeah, oh, you can see it. I mean, the offset is insane compared to the piston. I mean, the valve is barely covering any of the piston in the front. God bless it. So, yeah, the edge of this chest is there, and if you continue the straight lines out, like, the edge of the chest is more than halfway off the cylinder. And ours, yeah, so ours is a approximately that distance too far over. Yeah. Brett says, well, add that to my to-do list. Not that much of an issue to fix in CAD. Right. Well, as long as it doesn't move, it only moves left and right, we can still time the valve gear today and deal with the fact that the valves are not in the right place. I wonder, are our pistons in the right place? Our cylinders? Well, they almost have to be. There's like hardly any clearance. So yeah, we just got to move the valves in. Well, so on today's episode, we scrap the valve rods. We can still time it and then make everything else to fit, which I guess we'll do that because yeah, that is going to be some off-screen farming, I think. Because I think hopefully Brett can fix that, as he's noted in the comments. Yeah, but that's 1-800 frustrating. Much like the fact that our frame is the wrong height too, which we still have to address. Which was funny. Okay, let's go through the top chats now that my day has been ruined. Oh goodness. John Doe, be glad you're doing a train instead of a ship. 4 times the pain, 20 plus X the size, 50k plus X the parts. I believe it. Just give me the files when fully done for the Mini-Zuma model. Thankfully, I will have better and more prints than you. Well, good. Yeah, I'll make sure I send them your way when we get there. But obviously, we're still in the process. Conk Tech, if cops pull over a U-Haul, did they bust a move? Potentially. It could be empty. Cody, dumb Patrick Star, Finkelstein. I think Finkelstein? No! YouTube! Stop losing connection to your own website. Anyway, from Cody, more pixels required for this here load. Pretty much. Russian Jackson Wages. Russian dolls are so full of themselves. Limes, yes. Jackson Wages, you started taking something for your kleptomania. More limes! Patrick McNeely, today the FRA, after years of teasing it, has supplied the large sum of $19.7 million towards the building of a new Slateford Junction Bridge. This isn't a study. It's money for rebuilding passenger service Scranton to New York City. Wow. That's a big deal. Cool. And Brett's asking, where did we land on the wider tires thing? I think we landed with, let's do the AAR wider tires and just live with it, because as far as I can tell, the frame of the Zuma must have been narrower anyways because of the way the firebox is. I say that, but my frame and my firebox are clipping. It's fine. Is my firebox the right dimension? Why is this so complicated? It is 24 1/8, so technically the frame is clipping by it just a smidge, because it's probably 24" on centered on the rails if I had to guess. So yeah, it's 24. So we need to scooch in just a bit in. Or make the firebox tiny bit smaller. I think we landed last time that we just wanted to run with the AR profile and just deal with it, which I think is probably the smarter move in a modern day interpretation. So I do need to fix that, but we already need to fix the frame. So, and honestly, I don't know what that extra 1/8 inch gets you, so I would subtract a 1/4 inch out of the fucking firebox and call it a day. It's not like we're going to be worried about grade area with the liquid diet. Matt the Cracked, if someone was insane enough to put knuckle couplers on a speeder, could it pull anything? You're the insane person, by the way. If you had roller bearings, yeah, you'd probably pull one car, maybe. It wouldn't want to go quick, and you'd actually, honest to God, you probably wouldn't. You wouldn't have enough weight to give the traction, probably. It'd probably just spin its wheels. Because they have plenty of power. Like 10 horsepower usually, I think, but they don't have enough weight to do it. Maybe if you had a really heavy body on it, maybe, but yeah, Godspeed, don't do anything illegal. Virgo Drewski, you love the Bud RDC demonstrator unit because the Bud logo looks like a ripoff of the Flying Grand. Also, you love self-propelled heavy accent rail vehicles. More of them should be running IMO. They're neat. Thank you. Brett Wiebold, wider tires equals wider rods, wider spacing between pistons, valve chest issue. Well, the wider tires is an issue going inside, not outside, is the thing. And I don't think that, I mean, the valve chests are... There's enough space to sneak them in there. Even if we do the hoopty rod. So I don't think that's a problem. The valve chest is already super offset from the cylinders. Well, that's how it is. It's not as offset as it would be historically right now. But I don't think that should make a difference whether or not the tires are wide or not, because the width is going in. Because it's the flange that's wider. The tread is about the same. Anyway. Gotta get through the rest of these still. Everybody. Matt G, conductor 21 months, Heist plays on screen, reads top chat, screws stuff up, then Brett fixes it off camera, making Heist look good. I've done some of the design, okay? But yes, Brett is really good at making me look good. So, anyway. Except when we stand next to each other. Then everyone says I'm short. 94 Chevy. Good evening, everybody. What are we making or trying to make tonight? Well, we've just had a very sad realization about our model being incorrect, which is fine. We'll fix it. We're trying to time the valve gear, but we've just gone down a bit of a rabbit hole here. So, Moritz Schwarzer, be glad it's not a ship. Reason 0, your foundation is not liquid. Yeah, true, correct. True Nub Gaming, 20 months. Time is freaking stuck at work. Time is freak. I think you mean fake. Stuck at work working on a Mercedes, waiting on an estimate to be finished. Cursed German engineering. I will never own another German car. I had a Volkswagen and it was a lemon. Jackson Wages. Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. Oh. I laughed, but also... Oh. Okay. Let's continue timing valve gear, shall we? Because that whole discussion, as much as it were, has no bearing on timing the valve gear and getting the eccentric set. And that'll make us all feel better. Anyway. So for now, what I'm going to do is I will just mate these two bores. I'm not going to bother making a pin because we just have to fucking redo it anyway. We want to concentric those boys. Ka-choo. Oh, this mate could not be created. Oh. Add this mate and over-define the assembly. Yes. Do it, because I'm going to delete other mates, you butthole. Okay. So, we've got everything set on this side. Valves centered up. That's great. We're going to have to do this each side all the way through, and then do the other side all the way through. Okay. So we want to put the crank, now that we've got all that happy and done, we want to put the crank on the engineer's side at front dead center. Okay, so we want to take this mate that it's got. We want, oh, for fuck's sake. Stop opening all these folders. Oh God. Those are the parallels. Okay, so we want to get rid of, actually, pretty much all of these. Because we're not going to move any of that stuff. I shouldn't have done this all to the wheel. That's stupid. Oh well. Okay, we'll get rid of those parallels, and we'll get rid of that parallel. Okay, so we'll make... I want to keep the bar centered for now, so we'll keep those guys parallel. The rocker's just going to do what it's going to do. So, yeah. So that's all the mates we need for... Well, actually, hang on. We can now mate the top spoke of the driver with the rail head. And we want to make it parallel. Add this mate and break other mates. Send it. I made SolidWorks angry! SolidWorks! How in the fuck do you think that's what I wanted? Okay, I'm gonna Control Z that.
That is is the only sound I have for that.
Fucking this program sometimes. This fucking program. Patience. Deep breaths. Patience. Okay, I'm gonna re-add my mate to get the fucking reverse lever proper. Okay. I'm gonna... Can we not do a rotate? You're not doing a rotate for some reason? What is preventing you from moving, sweetheart? Today on Whack-A-Mate, fucking SolidWorks. Anyway, I'll get these top chats before we dive into any more of this. Can I guess how come locomotives can coast on electric motors without the motors immediately acting as a generator and start braking? Is there a difference between full electric and diesel electric? That's a good question. I imagine that they start acting as a generator in general and they provide some amount of braking, but it's not much, because the dynamic brake circuit that actually causes dynamic braking has to excite the motors to turn them into a generator. Like, you have to rev things up and get some electricity down there for it to work, from my understanding. I don't honestly understand the electrical side of diesel locomotives that well. And is there a difference between full electric and diesel electric? From the car body down, I don't think so. Like, trucks, running gear, blah blah blah, like the mechanics of that are very similar, but yeah, of course, obviously they're getting their power in a different way. And then AC versus DC is a whole nother thing, but that's more stuff I'm unqualified to talk about. But thank you. Matt the Cracked, could there be a special edition of Cursed Trains where it is exclusively models? Models could be 1,000 times more cursed than the real thing. We might do that sometime, Cursed Model Trains. See what people have made. Car attendant. Oh, yes. 94 Chevy Zuma's first Kenosha rip. She hasn't even been built yet, pretty much. Distance coincident. No, it shouldn't be any of those. Let's rebuild it because it's mad. If I rebuild it, will it turn?
I go now. Bye, friends.
Bye, Greninja.
Bye.
What is preventing you from Oh. I know what's preventing it from moving. I'm Spartacus. Remember the thing that we did to make sure the valve wouldn't move? And now everything's connected so that we need the valve to move? About that. Anyway. Mates and saddle smoke box. Distance. Go away. And then this guy. What is that distance so we can not forget it because we'll need it for the other side? That 1 point, whatever the fuck that is. Putting that in a thing.
Brett.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Our valves are in the wrong place. Shouldn't be too big of a deal to move, I wouldn't think, but
No. Thanks, Fletcher. I need to redo the internals on the steam chest anyway, so that's been on my list for quite a while.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to send you the most updated once I get done with this stream.
Yeah, be appreciated. I did a backup of my computer the other day, and as I was saving them on a Zuma file, it's like, I don't know that these are even remotely current. I think we're at the point where you have all of the files for Zuma that I have worked on. I don't think there's anything on my end that doesn't yet exist on your model.
I think that's correct. Rails to Fails, hey Heist, you showed your mother one of your videos the other day, and unfortunately you are now known as the Poop Man because of it. Her words, not mine.
Congratulations.
Fear me, I am...
This really is the just blow your headset apart string, isn't it?
I
was listening to this in the background as I was wrapping up work, just going through formatting files, and almost threw my headset across the room with the Grand Punk earlier. So thanks for that.
Apologies, everybody. Or should I say, sorry, not sorry.
Ugh.
Okay, now why
Really
won't it
hard,
spin?
man.
Why the wheels not turn?
Are the two wheels still mated together to turn in tandem?
Yeah.
Is the other one mated such that it's not allowing it to move?
I don't know. It was rolling just fine earlier.
Well, yes, but that was earlier.
Things have
What about
changed.
second dinner?
Yeah. Is the reverse lever being fixed causing a problem? It shouldn't. I can redo that mate when we get the wheels in the right position if that's the problem, but does SolidWorks have a feature where it just tells you why something can't move? That would be too easy.
Maybe. I'll be honest, I don't know. All I know is that it has the little feature where it, you could push the button and it says, "Tell me what's wrong," and it has never been useful. Not once, ever.
Pretty much. I do have a little F on the driver, so the driver might be fixed. Isn't it fix or float is the thing?
Correct.
Oh, I guess this is a... Why would it be fixed in the subassembly?
What's fixed in the subassembly?
The drive wheel itself. They've been able to rotate just fine this whole time, SolidWorks. You shit ass.
Careful you don't lose your quartering with that.
Oh. Good shout.
Because the subassembly should just move as... It shouldn't matter if it's fixed in the subassembly. You're trying to get the subassembly to rotate, not the component.
Right. Right. Good call. Well, it didn't make anything happen, so we'll just fix that. Okay. Burn Van Dragon, a cursed model train, you say a duplex and New York Central Niagara with Dreyfus streamlining. That would be pretty cursed. Making it a duplex. Moritz Schwarzer, DNRGW Garrett, not cursed. Solid Engineering, no, that is cursed. That is a cursed model. I've seen it. Alec BH, so do trains use station but line waterline for their XYZ coordinate system like ships and aircraft? I heard you say inboard earlier. Not really. Specifically, like, we'll use engineer side, fireman side. I'm sure a lot of naval tradition words end up coming up, inboard, outboard, whatever, just because we're talking as trying to get relations inside versus outside. Shrug. William Adams, good day from... Aft, that's true, aft does get used. William Adams, good day from the Upside Down Land. Have you seen the SRA version of a Nathan 6 that we put in a lathe? 4 chimes were made to be the same length. Huh? Interesting.
Why would you want that?
That just makes 4 of the same note. Weird. Have not. Shoot me a link in Discord. Okay. Let's get some of these Fargan assemblies a little smaller here. So yeah, the sub-assemblies are not fixed. Maybe it's the mate in the sub-assembly. No. No, those are all fine. Distant. No, that's not the problem.
Is it mated to anything in the valve gear? Like Curtis's assembly?
Good question. I'm gonna delete the mate in the valve yoke just to see if that's part of my problem. That mate is mad. I guess now it's gonna spin, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna get that to... Oh wow, so the wheels are spinning. Oh yeah, well the eccentrics aren't mated on the Fargan thing, so duh, of course. I'm very thankful that these things do a thing. Alright, getting it set to 3 o'clock now. Parallel, that's perfect. So now our drivers are at 3 o'clock. We did the thing. Praise Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Rails to fail, so would this technically be ES&DT's number 1? No, it's the DNRG's. It'd be the ES&D's number 1 if we're playing in the universe, but anyway. Matt the Cracked, what I consider BNSF 1676 a brick shit house or a shit brick house. I think it's a shit brick house. Okay.
'Cause she's a brick.
Now the reverse lever needs to go all the way forward. Okay. How do we define all the way forward? That's a great question. I guess put the links all the way down. Because we don't have a reverse lever yet. Oh, we already did that. Okay, well. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Because there's no end of travel, technically. You could do it, SolidWorks. You could do it.
Poor SolidWorks doing
Oh,
his
this... Her eccentrics are going to be opposite of normal because of the backwards.
Yeah. Yeah?
So when she's in full gear forward,
Yeah.
it's going to pick them up rather than dropping them down? Does that work? I don't know if that works.
Using that valve gear from Curtis. Yes.
Okay, can you explain for those of us that are stupid?
The valve gear is pointed backwards.
Yeah.
Slow curve.
Yeah, normally Stevenson is set up so that the eccentrics are on the same axle as the main for a number of reasons. And this is stupid, but we're stuck with it because there's a firebox in the way. Because itty bitty. So when it's reversed, normally when you're in full forward gear, it drops everything all the way. So that your top connection on the link is your go-ahead eccentric. And your bottom eccentric strap is the on the link is the reverse eccentric. But either that's not the way, or I don't.
Can't you
Does this work?
We could
just swap your valves around? Your inputs for your valve.
That is a delightful idea, but not geometrically possible.
Not scientifically possible.
We could do... The trouble here is we're using Curtis's model that is spun 180 from this.
Right.
I think if you arranged the cams differently, you could have it so that it drops the links down and goes locomotive forward.
Right. Yeah, you could...
You would just need to flip the cams.
I already did flip them 180 so that they would match up with the links.
Oh.
Yeah, so that, it would actually be tied in there. Because if you left them the same way, it would work, right? But you'd need to have some kind of transmission back to it, which... Stare at more pictures. Somebody show me a porter with the valve gear backwards stat.
Somebody go in Railroads Online and flip Betsy over.
No, we don't want to use Railroads Online.
Because we trust that as a source.
Right. I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means no.
No.
This might be a staged picture. And you can't see shit on those anyway. Let's pull up the crazy scans from Curtis. Why did it have to be valve gear?
Why did it have to be trained?
Why did it have to be trained?
Why did it have to be backwards?
Why did it? Yeah. William Adams, check YouTube discussion. Will do.
The problem here is that this is just a goofy little locomotive.
That is the reality there. Let me open up my NAS. Or hang on, we can. Is the Chiggin backwards? Because it's a big porter. Well, it might be a big enough porter that it doesn't have to be backwards.
How's its firebox laid out?
Because I have footage from the Chiggin inside the frame.
Chiggin looks like the firebox is aft of the number 4, so I would imagine it's just normal.
Yeah, it looks like it would just be normal. Yeah. Yeah, not going to help. Okay. Let's see. Curtis stuff. That's the SolidWorks files, though. Where is the other things?
Is Mr. Saybolt's engine backwards?
Good question. His is an 060, though, I think. So you'd assume there would be space. Specs and right. Okay. Let's see if either of these lead us any. Well, we can see right here, right now, that the reverse lever. Yeah, no, it ties in, and then it has cams that go backwards to the links. And you can see that the links are set up relatively normal. And it's got a normal rocker. Can you just like reset the eccentrics and just use a backwards for forwards and it'll work? I guess? Shrug?
You're gonna have to run that one by me again, Chief. Can you what?
Can you just have the go-ahead become the backup and the backup become the go-ahead and it'll just work?
I think so.
I guess we'll find out. Let's try and time it and see what happens. Why not? Fuck it, we'll do it live. 94 Chevy Z71 Goofy Choo-Choo built by goofy people during a goofy time for a goofy railroad.
Wait.
I'll do it again. Pretty much.
Yep.
Go back to the builder's photo real quick.
Sure. Well, that's not the same one that I had open.
Waiting for it on the YouTube. Gosh, there's quite a delay going on.
I guess. Looks like it's tabbed over now.
So she does. Can you see the way the Johnson bar is set up? Like where the reach rod intersects the actual J bar?
Not in these pictures because thing. Oh, if it does a hoopty on the other side, like a fucking East Broad top switch stand. Because if you grab above or below the pivot, it do the opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
Going back to the side on it does look like it connects above the pivot.
It does, which would mean that normal would be
picks up the links to go forward.
Right. Which let's
So
look at the. Can we see it in the cab view here? Of course not. There's a fucking cab in the way.
That was inconsiderate of them.
How dare they put a cab on this locomotive?
How dare he?
How dare he?
Go back to the high-res side-on shot.
Let me send you these. You should have these.
I'm sure I do somewhere. Let me go find it. Yes, hello.
Meow meow.
My secretary's arrived.
Hi, Lily.
Good kitty.
All right, a couple more top chats. More shores where thousands have seen the DNRGW Garrett. You showed it to us, and I fully support Leighton in that shenanigan. It's true, it wasn't a short, wasn't it? That's Bo's Garrett, I think, actually, that he lent to Leighton. But yes. Baron Van Dragon, are you guys staying with slide valves or giving it a piston conversion? Staying slide valve. That would be a very, very, very small piston valve to fit in there. Not that it needs much, but, you know.
Could you put 2 piston valves next to each other?
You
Like 2 itty-bitty ones?
You probably could.
Ooh.
Grandma's slide valve. 20 slide valve, yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know.
How many rings do you want to make, Brett?
Yeah.
Pilot Pegassi was just about to message you that the wheel was mated to the valve gear and then realized I was 6 minutes behind the stream. Carry on, and greetings from Fargo, North Dakota. Greetings. Thank you.
Too real.
Okay,
So,
I'm just...
She picks up the links to go forward. You put the Johnson bar forward,
And it picks them up. Which is
lifts the links.
Which is just very unusual. I'd like to make that
It is
point.
very unusual.
I'm thinking more about the other ones. The ones that are safe.
The ones that are usual.
Yes. Okay. How full forwards can it go? I mean, it can go, I guess, until the link contacts, right? So it should be able to go further forward than that.
Well, 1, I suppose.
What's the minimum crew? Yeah. That looks full forward enough for me. Okay, so gears in full forward. We're still learning today, everybody. We've learned so much. Okay. Move the reverser full forward. Adjust the forward eccentric until the valve just barely covers the front opening in the head, and lock it down. So we want to get the valve just barely covering the front port. Okay, so why is the valve fully defined? Why can't it move? Okay, that's coincident. Yeah, those guys are together. That's great. So it's not the valve rod. Why is the valve welded in place? Can I move it in here?
Oh.
Yes, I can.
I hate to... Oh. You can't move... Yeah.
Oh, these can't be in this assembly.
No, they have to be in the main assembly if they're gonna move.
Right. That makes sense. So, the yoke, it's just the yoke and the D valve, which is fine.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's not a huge
There's no
deal.
reason to do both sides.
Yeah. Okay. Fixed. Additional photo in YouTube discussion on Loco621. I'll take a look after stream. Thank you. Because I want to get this figure. I'm running out of time because I've got 2 other things that I have to do today before my lady friend comes over, and in like 2 hours. So it's fine. I'm not screaming. You're screaming. All right. So now we will insert components and we will browse for them. And its locomotive is not going to be in valve gear. It's going to be in saddle smoke box. We need a devalve. A devalve. Where's the devalve? Oh, D space valve. That one. And then we need a yoke. Valve yoke. I prefer valve whites only in my omelet.
Boo.
I hope he gets the eggs. Eggs! Anyway. Let's mate devalve to the thing.
Carolyn Jim Jim.
There is quite a delay. People are just now liming me for my crimes against humanity. Okay, there's that.
Now the chat's just going to be filled with eggs.
Eggs! Delicious eggs. Why did you do that? No, do that. Yes. Oh, I probably clicked the wrong button. Bad llama.
Scary tree.
Alright, there we go. Oh, now I have to redo all the fucking obnoxious mates on the valve rod. God damn it. Dang it, Bobby.
Ah, there are the eggs.
More. I don't know if those are tapered or not. I don't remember. I probably just cut a slot in it and didn't care. Well, that was easy. That was a big pain in the ass last time. SolidWorks!
It's at this moment you should be worried.
Why did that work? Okay, here we go.
That shouldn't have worked. Uh-oh.
Okay, and now, delicious eggs.
Wait.
Concentric that. Okay, so 94 Chevy, I think you mean wrong button! Why do we even have that button? Okay. So we need to just barely cover the inlet port. Barely just covers the front opening in the head and lock it down. Okay. So just barely, just like that, just barely, just very zoomed in. Okay, so that is now where that should be. Okay, lock it down, then put the rod crank at the 9 o'clock, lock down the drivers, and then go full reverse and adjust the reverse eccentric until the valve just barely covers the back opening. Okay, so I need to set the front eccentric where it is. Right? Yeah, just the forward eccentric until the valve just barely covers the front opening in the head. Lock it down. Okay. So the go-ahead eccentric on this case is the lower one because this fucking locomotive. How do we mate that to the axle and keep its positioning? I guess I could just do that line relative to that. Maybe it'll let me do that.
You can do fix relative to, I believe.
Fix relative to.
Is that going to
edge
work?
Axle check? Please select the
You're
mate
gonna
type.
mate-
Yeah.
Is just the eccentric in this assembly, or is the eccentric still in the valve gear?
The eccentric is in this. The valve gear is just all floating in this so that it can all be animated.
Okay.
So we can do that. So fix relative. How do you? Is that a? What kind of mate is that? It's not just a regular mate. It's an advanced mate. No, it's not. Mechanical. Standard. Lock two components together. Pow. That one.
There you go. That one.
Does it let it spin now? That is the question.
Great question.
Okay, so we will undo our driver's mate with the track.
Oh.
Wherever that is.
Just picturing going through this exact, like, unaltered workflow in real life. You know, okay, we've mated the drivers to the track by means of a stick welder.
Yeah, we welded the tires. Okay, well, it won't spin anymore, so that's good. And I don't think I can't think it's mated to the track, actually.
If you get rid of the one mate.
Parallel, that number 2 drive axle. Okay, there it is. Q. Get rid of that. Couldn't find the mate in the driver, but I could find it in the track. Yeehaw. Okay, so now... Spin! Spin, damn you! I think the lock mate might be... It says lock together, but what if it means lock overall?
Can you hear the music yet?
Which music? I had a feeling. Yes, I can. The Undead Hooligan. What are those vertical cylinders in the Ewan Tamale's cab? You need to look up some better references for them. Let me see if I can find you in Discord. Hey, look! Your username matches. Thank God. Because I don't want to go open my book. Look, it's a Ewan Tamale. The vertical cylinders. Which vertical cylinders?
Cylinders.
Those are water glass. That's a water glass light. I don't know what is that, another light? What the hell's that? That might be another light for the pressure gauges, because it looks like it's the same thing. So those are 2 lights. I assume that you're thinking about those, because I don't see any other obvious vertical cylinders.
It's got the fancy old style lights.
Oh.
Gauge lights, that is. Is it just the decos in the foreground, way down low? Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are old school pile gauge lights. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I will delete my lockmate and see if the wheels will spin.
We hope they don't.
Fucking of course, SolidWorks, you're a fucking piece of garbage software. Damn to the man who ever invented parlay. That would be the French.
Tell me how you really feel.
SolidWorks. Fucking. There's also something behind one of the lights.
Water glass.
Yeah, that's the water glass. that's a cycle. That's a light.
There's your smart ass response.
Yeah, that's the water. That's the throttle quadrant. What the hell is that? That other bar up there? I don't know. Oh. Is it true? The stories? The prophecies? Does it actually have 2 throttles?
2 quadrants? It sure looks like it.
It sure looks like it has 2 throttle quadrants because I've heard legends that these things had 2 throttles, one in each steam dome because hill, but
up and down.
What were just rumors?
But I don't see a second throttle rod and packing gland and everything. Shrug.
Do you not?
No. But I want to fix this. I need to stop streaming soon, so I'm gonna.
Yes.
We're focus. Focus.
Valve gear.
Nice place you got here. Anyway. Moritz Schwarzer. Brett speaks fluent Peanuts adult. I'm impressed. You do, apparently. Oh, I could do an angle mate between the eccentric and the fucking spokes.
Yeah.
I'm eccentric. Oh, but it's gonna try and rotate if I do that.
Fix the wheel and then do it.
No, the eccentric is gonna rotate.
Fix the eccentric, then do it.
Yeah. No moving. No touchy. No touchy. Okay. Fixed it. Fixed it. Oh, well, now it's going to move the wheel. So fix the wheel.
Fix the...
Girds. Where are all of my girds? For the last time, we did not order a giant trampoline. Okay. The brain cell has landed on fucking the Emperor's New Groove today, apparently. That, and then that. Those two guys. Angle. They're 3.92361686 degrees apart.
Cool.
Sounds great.
What was that number again?
I already tapped away. Too bad.
Cool.
Float. And then float. No, it will not float. It's made of iron, sir. It can and it will.
3.932 sounds like 4 to me.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's not something we're ever going to measure.
No.
Okay, rebuilds. Now, do the wheels spin? Oh my god, the wheels spin. Oh, and the valve gear's mad. I spin the wheels, and the Stevenson gear said, okay, wee!
Spaghetti.
Oh boy.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's not supposed to happen.
It's fine. We're gonna get it timed, and it'll just work, I think. Trains 29, your full send shirt arrived. Already one of my favorites. They're good shirts, and they're comfy. I'm glad you enjoy it. I need to, Oh, speaking of, there is a special code for free shipping in the Heist store that's only good through the 1st that Leighton put out. Check the YouTube post, check the description of today's video on Railroader. If you want to buy something from the store, free shipping through November 1st for honor of spooky season. So, do.
It's a scary good deal.
Okay. We've done that. Front eccentric is great. Okay, 9 o'clock position, lock down the drivers, move the reverse, full reverse, adjust the reverse eccentric until the valve just barely covers the back opening. Okay. So we'll put it in reverse. Reverse! It's almost there. Come on, you. I guess we'll just mate that to the track again. Parallel. It's got parallel bars. The brain cell. The brain cell. Okay. And the Johnson bar has gone into full plaid, which that's not great. Okay. Rod crank 9 o'clock. Lock down the drivers. Full reverse. Ran the engines full astern. It's too close. Okay. Get out of the mating mode. Put your clothes back on.
Phrasing.
Oh.
I'll be here all week. Well, it's starting to move things kind of as you'd expect, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, you spun the wheels earlier, and it was like tipping the rockers back and forth.
We almost have valve gear that does the dance. We're going to get one side done, and we'll have to time the other side next week. Or all off-camera farm it or something.
Or just not.
Or just not time it. But I want to animate the choo-choo doing the choo-choo.
Alright.
Everyone wants to watch it go dance.
You know you're not wrong.
I should have got the exact position of it, and then... Whatever. We'll bring it up a little more. I mean, it honestly probably can't go that low because the way the pin is. So we'll just put the thing there. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Okay, and now we, I guess we'll lock the reverse lever in that position. Reverse shaft, fix. Okay, save to this PC, please, SolidWorks. Chat's engaging in the brain rot. Where's her? Someone touched my spaghetti! It's fine. Okay, now we need to move the valve till it just barely covers the back opening and lock it down. Okay. So our valve needs to just barely cover this port now. Oh god, this is just a lag fest. So, shoop. There we go. Okay. Alright. And so now, what we did last time, we will now fix the driver. But I can't fix just the driver, I have to fix the whole axle, because SolidWorks subassembly. Fix that boy, and then we will fix the go-ahead, or this is now the backup eccentric. Fix that. And now we will mate on an angle. That surface to that surface, sure. And this time it is 11.80970695 degrees. Sounds
cool.
Great. Okay. So now, if we look at our whole drive axle here, we float it, close it, and then we grab our backup eccentric. It's so bizarre that it makes sense that it's backwards, because it's all backwards, but...
It does, but also...
But also...
Ah.
Yeah. Why did we choose this one again? Hey. Oh yeah, it says number 1 on the front.
Look on the sunny side, it'll get less chocolate in the valve gear, because as it's going down the railroad, the valve gear will be way up in the air.
That is true. There is that. Okay. Anyway, and then we need to have mates in the track, and we get rid of that parallel. Kapow. Trains 29, just a random conversation starter, but you just found out China had German steam engines. They look pretty bizarre, equipped with knuckle couplers. Weird. That's probably cool. Okay, so now we rebuild it. We can rebuild it. Okay. Okay, theoretically, that side is theoretically now set. That's actually a lot less complicated than I thought. More chores. I hate my brain cell. Good. Okay, so if we put it in... Oh, I need to unfix that. We now need to float that. So if we just bring it into full gear here... Where's Mon-Tue-Zuma gonna live? Full forwards. Always. Okay. Full forwards gear.
Hey.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I wanted to see it do the dance. It hasn't done it in the Discord call yet.
Let me. I will stream to. I will stream to the Discord call for you.
No, it just started on the YouTube.
We have valve gear.
Yes. Well, we have Curtis's.
We have Curtis's. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
we know the dimensionality of valve gear that will work.
Yes. So we go. It's not opened the port yet. Oh no, because we can't see what's going on. Because no, it has opened the port. It's just on the inside. Eric Brinker, thanks for the gifted membership. Let's change your transparency so we can see what's going on now. So we're going, and now we're just barely admitting steam to the front side. Or no, that whole thing's basically open. So we're going. Oh god, don't grab that. Did I break that? Okay. Well, let's see. So that side is exhausting. And when does it exhaust? Just about. It opens up the exhaust port like right then, right when it should. Okay. And we've already started pre-admitting to the other side. Right? We want to be admitting steam to the back port, and we're not. Uh-oh. Pescadios.
I noticed, did you want your Johnson bar forward or backwards?
It's forwards. Oh,
It's all over the place.
it did go backwards,
moving.
though, because
as you're moving it, it's going all over the place.
that would explain a part of the problem.
Yes.
When was somebody going to say that? Thanks, Corey.
When I said it.
God damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Okay, so now we... Welcome, children. This is why they have clasps on Johnson bars. Fix it in place.
Engineer's just going for a ride in the
Woo! Insert video of Sam running.png. John, you're real. Thanks for the $1. Pilot Pegasi, engineer 22 months. Reverse levers move when you move the wheels. Thank you. Yes. We have determined that now. Sorry, I was staring at this.
Oops.
Christ on a bike. Okay. Now that that's fixed in position. God, this is... It just doesn't want to move very quickly because big assembly. Okay. So we're powering the correct side. Yes? Alright, so we're admitting steam to the front. 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 That's great. That's great. That's great. The backside's definitely exhausted. Okay, and we start cutting off right there. We cut off. Great. Admitting steam to the back. How cool. Look, it does the thing.
Cool.
It does the thing. We have valve gear. It needs to entirely be redone. But it works. Yay! And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Goodness, what a pain in the butt. But is there a way to animate stuff in SolidWorks? Can I just like put the wheels on a constant rotation?
I don't know if you can do it at runtime.
It'd be cool to make a render of it moving.
Yeah. I can do some poking around on that if you want.
That'd be great. That'd be cool. But yeah, I'm out of time. But yes, we have valve gear. We've timed one side of it, so the other side... We'll time the other side next week and maybe a Johnson bar. The first control. Because we have no controls yet, so it's fine. It'll start looking more like a choo-choo. And of course, right as I go to look at stream, the YouTube site crashes. Fucking...
Yay!
Wonderful.
Rabble. Anyway.
SolidWorks.
Gamer, I don't think it's the valve is exhausting. I think it's the whole thing. Yes, the whole thing is exhausting. Thank you, though, my friend. And Pilot Bagasi, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Guys, it's fun. It's good to make progress. I know we didn't stream last week on it, but, you know, busy stuff. Goodness. Okay, next week we'll do that stuff. Tomorrow, theoretically, office hours. Thursday, live stream. Hello stream, whichever one we choose. It'll be fun, so make sure you guys tune in. We'll check it out. See you guys later. Molden House coming in right at the buzzer goes off. Just woke up, found you were live, but you're doing things my brain can't comprehend. That's soon after waking up. Gotta watch the VOD later. Good day, Heist. Good day to you. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. We'll catch you next time.